Hey, what's up? Tim Sykes here, 4:30 a.m. here at my annual conference. I'm sorry I'm a little stuffy, still feeling a little under the weather. Crazy schedule, Bali to Orlando. Now speaking to 700 plus students. I love it. Long day today, so I wanted to do a quick video lesson before the conference started. Just want to go over these CBD plays. IGC, NBEV, TLRY is pretty much the leader. CGC, CRON, CVSI, even DTEA had a nice little run up on the rumors that they're getting into CBD infused beverages. I think IGC is probably the best example right now, the strongest of how far these things can go. I don't want to chase IGC. NBEV, I was buying it in the twos and I sold it way too soon. Went all the way up to nearly 10. So I learned from my mistake. I'm better at, not overextended stocks. It's tough for me to chase these plays. So for me, I am in PURA right now. Solid first green day on Friday. Pretty awesome that it closed nearly at 6 cents. I was buying it in the low fours. Already sold roughly half my position, actually a little more than half my position, locked in some profits. Where is this? I actually put this in my, these are my conference slides. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them before Monday, so I wanted to do this video so that you guys are prepared for Monday's trading. Here were some of my trades, locked in roughly 3,000 on some closed trades on PURA. Also, I have half the position of my open position still there, so 60,000 shares roughly. I'm still long. At 5 cents, we're talking $3,000. So some people are like, oh, why are you putting so much money into something so speculative? I'm putting hardly any money. It is speculative. But I locked in, 3,000 and realized on these two trades, then another roughly 1,000 that I locked in on half of my open position, and I still have my open position. So all told, I'll probably make 5,000-6,000 on this. If you're watching this now on a Sunday night and you're not in this stock, or Sunday morning, I don't even know what fucking time zone I'm in anymore. It's probably too late. I'll tell you that. I don't know how far it can go, but again, I don't like chasing stocks. I underestimate them. For all I know, I mean, this could be a multi-day runner. NBEV, like I said, I was in it at 2, and I sold it in the 2s also, and it went all the way to the 10. So I underestimate this stuff for a living. The interesting thing about PURA, let me just explain it for a second. First of all, it's been on my watch list. For those of you not reading my watch list, please get in on my watch list every single day. And don't just look at the previous night. Look at like the previous 10. This was my watch list on September 19th, okay? So I didn't buy the stock until September 28th. It was on my watch list for 8 days. These are literally my conference slides because I wanted to go over this, but I just ran out of time. Here's what I said about PURA. It was just in this list of ultra low priced weed and CBD plays. And I said they can all spike if they have a press release and enough big volume. And I said, it's tough for the whole sector crashing around them. This was on September 19th. But I said, but if any of them have the right setup, I will be buying them, but not without big volume and ideally a press release or catalyst first. So this is why I do the watch list. I want to prepare you ahead of time. This was the press release that they came out with midday on Friday. Pura confirmed spinoff schedule next week and announces new target cannabis beverage acquisition. So they basically confirmed that their involvement with the CBD infused beverages, they've already had it. If you look at their press releases over the past month, there have been several. So this is what's interesting. A lot of you guys are coming up to me at the conference being like, Tim, there's good news, but the stock isn't moving. What am I not getting? You're not understanding that good news is cool, but it needs to be noticed. The stock and the market needs to confirm that the news actually matters. Otherwise, it's just some press release bullshit. The good news is probably already priced in. So PURA has been on a press release tear. Look at this. New cannabis beverage after 600% increase in sales. September 7th. 4 days later, they expand the cannabis beverage brand reach, introducing new categories. September 12th, introduce, they have a new spokesperson. September 13th, they re-put it out because no one's obviously noticing. September 20th, they said, look at this, new designs. September 21st, now we're going to spin off our main business and focus purely on CBD. September 25th, now on the shelves in California. September 28th, they actually had 2 press releases. In the morning, or this wasn't even a press release. This was like some little crappy wannabe newsletter just tagging their ticker. But all of these CBD plays are now spiking due to the new DEA reclassification. But then this is the press release that spiked the stock. 12:30 p.m. This is when they confirm the spinoff next week. So I love it. Now, not only is it in the hottest sector, but it has an upcoming news kind of catalyst. If you've seen my Spikeability DVD, you know that I like buying stocks when there's news ahead of time. And if you read this press release, they talk about, they're basically just reinforcing the 600% increase in their CBD beverage sales. So they already have sales. A lot of these stocks like IGC, all they announce is that they're getting into CBD beverages. NBev, potentially getting into it. They are testing it. DTEA, the rumor was that, 6 other CBD brands have approached them about doing a potential thing. PURA, this little piece of crap 5-cent, 6-cent stock, actually has it on the shelves already. And they've also announced 600% increase in sales, which, it probably went from like $1 to like $6 in sales. Like they're a tiny little crappy company. I don't want you to think that I'm like pumping this as a good company. I just want you to see that this news triggered the spike. Okay. It was already spiking in the morning when I bought. I think it was up like 15 or 17% before I bought. It was on my watch list 9 days before I bought. I was waiting for price action, and then I added to my position when I saw this press release midday. I know it's confusing, but trust me, you have to wait for the press release. You have to wait for the reaction to the press release before buying this. PURA, I could have bought this anytime over the entire month of September. And what has it done? Absolutely nothing. All of September. Okay, you got a little spike right here when they first announced it. It went from 3 to 4, and then it was hanging in the 3s. But just look at the volume. I don't know if you can see this. Friday was the big volume breakout and the big stock breakout. So that's what I want you guys to get focused on. Obviously, I like morning dip buys. NXTTF was actually a great morning dip buy on Friday. I didn't think that it panicked enough, but as it turned out, it was a beautiful little morning dip buy. I'm either focusing on morning dip buys or strong first green days. So NXTTF was the one I probably should have bought. ALEAF was one that I did buy into this morning panic quite nicely here in the 2s. Went all the way up to 280. Pretty crazy. 40% spike. I took a small portion of that. Those are morning dip buys. PURA is my other kind of favorite play right now. Strong first green day in the right category. Multi-month breakout too over 0.503 or 0.053, sorry. And it is 4:30 in the morning when I'm filming this. I wasn't sure if it could break this. In the morning, it spiked to like 0.052. What was the high exactly? 0.052, right? So it used that multi-month resistance in the morning. But in the afternoon, it spiked. So now you have a multi-month breakout, strong volume breakout, first green day, hot sector, upcoming catalyst next Thursday, I believe. The only thing that could have been better is if this catalyst were like next Tuesday, because then everybody would want to be in on the weekend, and maybe some people would hold through the catalyst or some people would be out. But now with the catalyst being on Thursday, I don't know if this is going to be a multi-day runner or maybe this is just a much to do about nothing. I don't know. I'm in, from the low 4s. So whether it hits 6, 7, 8, that's cool. If it just stops in the 5s, that's cool too. Like I said, I've already locked in some profits. I like playing it safe. I locked in roughly 30% profits on this one. But this is the kind of setup that I'm looking for. Massive volume, catalyst, hot sector, multi-month breakout, big volume. And I was prepared ahead of time on my watch list, and you guys were prepared if you check out my watch list too. So even though I was there for NBev, I screwed it up. I took profits way too quickly. IGC, I just didn't want to chase. But this one, guess what? If you're really well prepared, eventually it's going to swing in your favor, and you just have to be ready. Too many people are like, how did you watch PURA? Guys, you need to read my watch list, okay? There's a reason why I mention these stocks. Even if they're doing nothing, I'm still putting them on my watch list because they're in the right sector, and it's a waiting game of when they have the right news, when they have the right price action. I was waiting for this. I didn't know that it was going to be September 28th when they had the big news. I just put these things on my watch list, and I don't forget about them. That's today's lesson. Leave a comment underneath this video. Remember not to chase. This could be a multi-day runner, or a lot of these 5-cent stocks, just fail. HIPH is also in the CBD sector, and it had a few-day run-up, and now it's crashing. This is also a blatant pump, so it needs some promoters. Anyways, these are the stocks I'm watching. Thank you to everybody in the TI Summit. I love doing these conferences. I'm going to go work out. See ya.